think with that, we are ready to get started. If anyone would like to access the program, it's on our website, www.arlingtonsepta.org. If you go to programs and 2020 awards, you can see the program if you'd like to have it up for the event. But this will just give you an idea of the program for the evening. So we'll just start with introducing ourselves. I'm Allison Castles, co-president of Arlington SEPTA. And Kathleen, do you want to?
Yeah, I'm Kathleen Clark, the other co-president of SEPTA, and we're really excited to be here with you guys tonight. So with that, let's go ahead and kick it over to Dr. Duran. And Lane is going to be kicking off tonight for the ASL, so please have her pinned on the top.
Good evening. Thank you, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here with everyone this evening as we celebrate and honor some of our amazing community members, staff, and students, everyone who's involved in making sure that we're providing quality education for our students with disabilities. So important that through our work that we make sure that we reach out and meet the names and needs of every individual student. And for me, I've shared this before, a personal connection. My sister has autism, and so for me, the work that we do supporting our students with disability is personal, but it's also, as an educator, a passion and an area of mine, starting my very first job and working in special education, supporting students with twice exceptional as a teacher's assistant. So that's actually the reason I entered education, because of the personal connection, and it's where I began my career. And so I know that that connects very well with APS and our goal of making sure we're working, supporting all students. So I'm really happy to be here tonight to celebrate with everyone. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here tonight. We're going to continue with a student act from Flora Gutowski. She attends Thomas Jefferson Middle School, and she's going to play Little Sonatina in C by Muzio Clementi on the piano. Excellent. Thank you so much, Flora. We're going to continue now with Kelly Mountain from the Parent Resource Center, PRC, who is going to start with the Exceptional Ally Award. Welcome, Kelly.
Thank you, everyone. I am both humbled and honored to be presenting the nominees tonight for our Exceptional Ally Award. This award honors APS students who are not receiving special education services, but are actively involved in helping students with disabilities at their school or other school or program. So the nominees are Grace Chin, Washington Liberty High School. Grace started as a volunteer for adapted gymnastics in the 7th grade and transitioned into staff, She has been a part of the adapted program for 4 years. She is wonderful to work with in this program. Her gentle nature is a draw to many of our participants. They adore her and seek her out for help during class. On hard days, she has a steadfast, positive energy that creates a calm and safe place to explore gymnastics. Grace is determined, thoughtful, and incredibly hardworking. Her quiet voice can have a dramatic impact in each class that Grace works with. She has an ability to communicate through smiles, bright eyes, and high fives. The next nominee, Sophie Dalton from Yorktown High School. Sophie is most certainly an exceptional ally. She has dedicated her high school years to building friendships with students with special needs, facilitating fun experiences for them, supporting them in their endeavors, and advocating for them as well. She has come alongside students from all our Arlington high schools through Best Buddies, Special Olympics, DART, and Young Life Capernaum. She has organized events like the Best Buddies Prom, Valentine's Dance, and the Friendship Walk, embraced the Best Buddies and Special Olympics Spread the Word to End the Word initiative. She trained alongside with the Special Olympics athletes and accompanied them to games and events. She even stayed in touch during COVID through Zoom calls. Sophie's leadership has been remarkable, and she will leave these organizations in a great place for those coming behind her. She has impacted many lives through the relationships she has built and nurtured during these past 4 years. Next nominee is Ava Drewer, Washington Liberty High School. Ava is new to the adapted gymnastics program. However, she easily transitioned and has become a valuable team member. Ava is a strong, caring, and considerate human. She delicately connects with our students and provides solid coaching assistance. Students love working with her and seek out her support. She has an amazing laugh and engages with the students in a positive and uplifting manner. We are very grateful to have Ava as a part of our program. Our next nominee is Sophie Gamboa from Wakefield High School. Sophie is a volunteer for the Adapted Gymnastics program and has served in this capacity for 4 years. In 2016, she won an Outstanding Volunteer Award from Arlington County. Sophie is an amazing force of energy and will move mountains in her lifetime. She trains 18 hours per week, maintains a 4.3 GPA, and plans to earn an Advanced Studies and AP Capstone Diploma. As a volunteer, Sophie is patient, kind, and maintains a beautiful connection with our students. She is always eager to help out in any situation. We very much appreciate her dedication to volunteer work and wanting to share her love of gymnastics in the adapted class. Our next nominee is Carrie Green-Orrs from HB Woodlawn. Carrie transitioned out of gymnastics and became a volunteer for Adapted. She is now in a leadership role. She has led the preschool and parent-taught classes and helps with the teen class. She is responsible for creating lesson plans and works very hard to ensure that our participants have fun doing gymnastics and feeling successful. Carrie was part of our first Special Olympics team last year. She worked with our gymnasts to learn new and challenging routines, served as cheerleader, and coached at our first competition. She is a bright star and an ally to our students. She is gentle, quiet, and kind-hearted. She is determined, hardworking, and passionate. Carrie has made a tremendous impact on our program over the years, and we are deeply appreciative of her hard work and commitment. She hopes to pursue a degree in special education at Virginia Tech. Our final nominee tonight is Ella Robertson from Yorktown High School. Ella has a long history of involvement in the special education world. She is a member of Best Buddies, 6th through 12th grades, Adapted Gymnastics, 11th and 12th grades, a board member of Arlington Special Education Advisory Committee, from Arlington Public Schools in the 12th grade, a Principals Advisory Committee member, one of 12 students recommended to serve and advise the principal, with Ella's focus being on the special education community. Special Olympics volunteer as an event photographer, and she played on one of their basketball teams as well. Finally, Ella has been involved in the special education photography initiative for her 11th and 12th grades. Teachers describe Ella as passionate for what she does, serious, tenacious, and eager to learn, honest and polite, confident, secure, responsible, and dependable. Ella is also compassionate, empathetic, and nurturing to all that she meets. Her patience and sense of organization make her a natural leader. Ella will make an extraordinary educator, not because of her many exceptional experiences and accomplishments, maybe not only because of her many exceptional experiences and accomplishments, but because she is a sincerely exceptional person and ally. Congratulations to all of these wonderful young people's this year's nominees. And now the award goes to Ella Robertson, Yorktown High School. Congratulations, Ella. We're so proud of all of the nominees and especially Ella tonight.
The next presenter is Kathleen Donovan from the Parent Resource Center. She will present the Howie Callum Award.
Hi, everyone. It's such a pleasure and an honor to be joining you this evening. And I was especially thrilled to be asked to present the Howie Award, as it used to be called. Having been at the Parent Resource Center for the better part of my career, I was thrilled when SEPTA decided to create an award that was designed for parents or community volunteers who make outstanding contributions to the special education community by providing supports to schools, programs, parents, or other community events. And I was very thrilled to know Howie for many years during his tenure on the Arlington Special Education Advisory Committee. And he earned this honor because of his service and his counsel to SEPTA in his early years, especially his advice around special education and civil rights. His decades of service as a leader at several Arlington school-based PTAs, and the 14 years he served as the co-chair of the APS Minority Achievement Advisory Committee. Howie was also very committed to social justice, which was evident in his career as well. He worked for 15 years as the chief regional attorney for the U.S. Department of Education's Office for Civil Rights in the D.C. Enforcement Office, and previous to that served as an attorney with the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. So we're very excited to honor Howie and to also honor this year's nominee. And this year we are very thrilled to present the award to Jorge Lemus and Hope Lacadia, who work with Nando's Peri Peri. So our very wonderful friends at the Program for Employment Preparedness, often known as PEP, partnered with Nando's Peri Peri Chicken in 2019. Jorge and Hope, who were two managers at Boston and Roslyn, ensured that this partnership was thought out and also very intentional. They went out of their way to train soon-to-be interns before they started. They brought them company t-shirts and lunch and had a wealth of knowledge to help jumpstart the new program. They matched students with amazing staff, and they assigned tasks to the PEP students and helped them learn the job by interning at Nando's. And even more excitingly, Nando's has hired some of our PEP interns. The kindness that Jorge and Hope and their coworkers have exhibited are very much appreciated and really crucial to the success of PEP. We can't thank them enough. We congratulate them, and we look forward to many more years of partnership.
Thank you, Kathleen. We're going to continue now with the Isabella Nanini Award, and we are honored to have her mom, who's going to present tell us a little bit about the award, Bella, the nominee, and obviously the winner. Welcome, and thank you for being.
Thank you so very much, and it's an honor to be here. The Isabella Nanini Award honors students who receive special education services and demonstrate leadership and promote a spirit of caring and belonging and cooperation among the student body. We're so honored, and every year we're so honored to be part of this presentation. Our daughter, Isabella Grace Nanini, spent 5 years in the Arlington Public Schools and really just came to life as a student. We miss her very much every single day and wish she could have graduated from Arlington Public Schools. But we are so honored to be here today to present this special award to an amazing person. And the award goes to Shannon LUZIUS from the Eunice Kennedy Shriver program. Shannon is a bright light of hope in our gymnastics program. She's always willing to try her best, works through her fear, and never, ever gives up. She has a strong sense of order, right and wrong, and she loves gymnastics. Shannon is a determined advocate for her peers in class and has become a leader and motivator for others. And while being kind but firm with big smiles and engaging laughter, she redirects and motivates others to always try their best. We cannot imagine adapted gymnastics without her as a participant. Congratulations, Shannon.
Thank you. We're moving on to the Exceptional Support Award, and this one will be presented by Dr. Kelly Krug, who is a co-director of special education at IPS.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'm delighted to be here to present the Exceptional Support Award. This award is dedicated to aides, assistants, and other supportive staff, such as cafeteria, custodial, extended day, or transportation staff members. These nominees have provided innovative or consistently outstanding support to APS students receiving special education services and or their families, going above and beyond the requirements of their job description. And so here are our nominees. Our first one is Tarana Akhtar. Ms. Akhtar is the manager of our cafeteria at the Arlington Career Center. She goes above and beyond her job description. She has formed positive relationships with all of our PEP students. In particular, a student that she was able to communicate with by speaking Bengali. She makes a difference in the life of students by fostering relationships with our students. Ms. Akhtar was nominated as a C-Scale Employee of the Year. We are so grateful to her, and we look forward to working with her once again when we all return back to school. Our next nominee is Loda Alcantara. She loves my son very much. My son is in the MIPA program, and she helps me understand in Spanish what is going on with him. Since the shutdown, she has called me every week to check on me and my son. Her love for my son and my family means a lot. We are so blessed to have her in our lives. Next, we have Olivia Green. She's the most reliable individual at TJ Middle School. Her commitment to student success and student well-being makes her an exemplary APS employee. They love her, want to work with her, and form lasting bonds with her. She is the reason so many students feel at home while at Jefferson. She has a strong impact in the community. She assists the cheerleading team and the Black History Month celebration, which is a commitment to inclusivity. Without Ms. Green's help, this program would not be as successful as it is. A student's testimony, I think of her as a friend because she makes me laugh when I'm sad. I always see Ms. Green with a smile on her face, greeting and wishing the students a good day. Whenever I need help with something, I can count on her. Next, we have Niza Loaiza. Ms. Niza is a true champion of our students in the MIPA educational setting. She stands up for our students and makes sure they are included in the school activities. Students truly know that she cares about them and supports them with all her heart. She finds a way to connect with all the students at their level. She is a cheerleading coach and has supported Special Olympics and Best Buddies. She goes beyond the classroom to support school-wide activities in the communities all over the country, including community service projects and connecting Latino families with the school. Ms. Niza is truly appreciated for all that she does with and for our students. Next, we have Tonique Mason. Miss Mason is a special person. She loves my son and he trusts her. When my son has a meltdown, she's able to help him out. She does a lot for him. One day my son was in need of shoes and she got him some. When he does not have a snack, she gets one for him. My son is nonverbal and can't talk, but his eyes say it all. They're full of joy when she is around. We feel very blessed that she is in his life. Next, we have Maria Small. Miss Small is a true champion of our students in the MIPA educational setting. She is always willing to support students, not only in the MIPA program, but students all around the school. She finds a way to connect with all students. She is warm and caring, shows interest in their lives, and gives them great advice. Students know she sees them truly for who they are and are not judged by her. She goes beyond the classroom to support our team and the school by plugging herself into wherever she is needed. Ms. Small is truly appreciated for all she does for and with our students. Congratulations to all of this year's nominees. And the award goes to Olivia Green at Thomas Jefferson Middle School. And I am particularly thrilled for this winner because she's my former 5th grade student and I couldn't be more pleased to announce her tonight. So congratulations, Olivia.
We're going to move on into the Mary McBride Award presented by Heather Rothenbuscher, who is a co-director of the Special Education APAs.
Thank you. I'm very excited to present the Mary C. McBride Award. This award honors a school or program that has demonstrated outstanding results in promoting success of students with disabilities through the cooperative efforts of school administration, general education staff, special education staff, parents, and students. Mary C. McBride was well known and loved as a teacher and administrator at APS. She worked at HB Woodlawn for 45 years, where she helped shape its development into a special alternative public high school program, providing quality education in a setting that encouraged student creativity and initiative. Mary served on important APS committees on diversity, curricula, and standards. She volunteered for the Arlington Food Assistance Center and throughout Arlington. And the award goes to Doing Art Together, also known as DART. This is an inclusive program run by high school volunteers and members of the National Honor Society in Arlington. DART is an opportunity for individuals with disabilities of all ages to come together and interact with other students. DART serves students from early elementary up to young adults. Congratulations, DART.
We're now moving into the EILEEN Crawford Award, and we have the honor to have Mr. Mark Crawford to introduce the award and announce the winner. And Ms. Bridget Loft will also, as Assistant Superintendent of Teaching and Learning, will announce the nominees and their descriptions. Thank you both.
Thank you, Maria, and thank you to SEPTA, and thank you to Assistant Superintendent Loft for being a part of this presentation, and to everyone involved. It's humbling and it's an honor to know that this award is continued in EILEEN's name, and all of my family and I are deeply appreciative of that. Thank you. There's a few things about EILEEN that are stated on the slide that I assume everyone can see, and including her long career, much of which was spent with Arlington Public Schools. But I'll tell you just a little bit that's not on the screen. EILEEN had She got a bachelor's degree in speech and hearing pathology, and that was her original vocation, the early part of her career. She got a master's degree in speech and language and a master's degree in teaching as well. She worked as a speech pathologist. She worked as a classroom teacher. She was a liaison in the Parent Resource Center and did a number of other things. And no matter what it was that she was doing, really, when I think about her work, I think about some core things that were important to her. Others in the program already so far have been recognized for meeting students where they're at, and that was a strength of EILEEN, and she really wanted nothing more than to do that and to help each student recognize their gifts and the potential and the goodness within themselves, and to find ways to bring that out, to find ways to help them develop and grow in independence and self-reliance in whatever increment that might be for any particular student. And in her work and in the work that many of you do, there is no such thing as a small step. Any step is a good step and a big step. And she had a particular gift, I'll call it, for being able to connect and work with students that many of her peers would find difficult to reach through no fault of their own. And I mentioned that in previous years when this award has been presented, and if you don't mind my going on for just a moment, I was thinking about that, and it occurred to me that I believe that's because EILEEN, she started with the premise that every student could be reached. There was no such thing as a student that just couldn't be worked with, couldn't be reached. It was possible to connect with every student. It was possible to reach every student. You just had to find the way to do it, and in an unpressured, impatient way. And if you could reach the student, connect, have a rapport, you can teach them. You can teach them, they can develop, and they can grow. And if they can develop and they can grow, they can take big steps for themselves and learn to appreciate themselves more, and really the sky is the limit. But that was, sometimes there's things that just occur to you that you kind of knew, but they never really formed into words in a certain way. But that to me was very special, and I would encourage everyone, and congratulations to all of the nominees for your outstanding work, but I would encourage everyone to give that some thought, that everyone can be reached. There's no such thing as a student that's beyond, that's incapable of rapport. And if you use that as your starting point, you'll find a way eventually. I know that the work that you do is tremendously challenging, and again, I appreciate it very much. So with that said, thank you. I will mute myself, and Ms. Loft will announce the nominees. Thanks again.
I have to say before I announce the nominees that I'm grateful and honored to have worked with EILEEN when I started my career in Arlington Public Schools. And she certainly taught me the meaning of grace and tenacity and innovative pedagogy. So I'm just so grateful to have this small part in announcing the nominees for the award named in her honor. So we'll begin with our first nominee, and this is Kira Atkinson of Wakefield High School. Ms. Kira Atkinson, excuse me, Kira, is an outstanding speech language pathologist. Her experiences as a special educator and mentor have given her the knowledge and leadership abilities to help our students become productive young adults and reach greater heights of education. Her calm and affirming demeanor permits students to take the risk no matter how difficult the task. Ms. Atkinson has a way to develop strong relationships built on trust. She goes out of her way to work on the students' speech goals and helps them review for classroom assessments. She uses an array of strategies and resources to support the student by looking at the whole child. She understands the importance of parental involvement and demonstrated this with her continuous outreach, uses feedback for parents and teachers to develop the most appropriate IEP. We are grateful for the tireless support she has given to our family before and during virtual learning. Our next nominee is Allison Brown of Hoffman Boston Elementary School. Ms. Brown is an amazing teacher. She goes above and beyond to support the autistic students, respecting and loving them for what they are and never attempting to change them. She thinks outside of the box by offering accommodations from a comfy break area in the classroom, scheduled breaks, a daily walk around the school, always thinking of the best for the students. She keeps close communication with parents and students. During the pandemic, this amazing teacher sends students letters and drawings every few days so that they can stay connected with her in a way that suits them best, and so they know how much she misses them. She is what every teacher should strive to be, and the students, they adore her. Our next nominee is Adam Cook from Tuckahoe Elementary School. Mr. Cook is a star performer, providing innovative and consistently outstanding support to students. His teaching is grounded in deep empathy and respect for his students. He takes the time to get to know his students' interests and strengths and builds these interests into tailored lessons to help his students grow. He is patient and creative. He is never complacent, relentlessly troubleshoots, refines, and tweaks his teaching, but in a way that seems as natural and easy as breathing. He makes the whole team better, students, parents, and colleagues. He can do this because he has a rare combination of humility and confidence and boundless creativity. He transforms children's experiences to empowering confidence, calm, and growth that changes students' relationships with school. Our next nominee is Carmen Falone from Jamestown Elementary School. Ms. Falone is a master of what a co-taught classroom model should truly look like. She is skilled at implementing interventions and strategies that are helpful for the class on a whole, but also meets an individual child where they are at. She is the kind of educator that is constantly sharing strategies with her colleagues to use with all children, not just ones with IEPs or 504s. Her use of the zones of regulation was game-changing for many students. She is tough and pushes each student to be their best, but is also warm and caring to each child in her class. Her dedication, flexibility, creativity, humor, and most importantly, warmth, quickly earns the love and appreciation of her students. Students view her as one of their safe adults to talk to because she gets them. Our next nominee is Matthew Gavin from Thomas Jefferson Middle School. Mr. Gavin is one of those special teachers, the ones who make a difference and spend each day making sure he is meeting the needs of all students. He brings with him a joy for teaching, and he really works hard to find a way to make a personal connection for each student in his class. He makes inclusion happen. He supports students with significant needs to be in a variety of settings at school, for example, the wrestling program that he coaches. Mr. Gavin is a rare individual who truly works to not only meet the needs of his students, but also to make sure that the needs of the entire student's family are being met. Never has that need been more critical than during our current circumstances with COVID-19. He is doing everything in his power to make this continuing learning time away from school matter. And he is doing everything he can to support the mental health of his students. Mr. Gavin is an exceptional teacher. Our next nominee is Amy Youngst of Dorothy Ham Middle School. Ms. Youngst is an exceptional teacher who goes above and beyond to help students with their individual needs. It is easy for her to read the students and to facilitate strategies to improve on their needs and boost their confidence. She does whatever is needed to help each student. It is common to see her stay after school with students to help them organize and stay on top of their work. Students appreciate the extra care and time. She is a hardworking teacher who leads by example. She is very organized and sweet. With 504s or IEPs, she offers great ideas and makes sure parents and students are included in the process. Her passion is to see students succeed. She provides innovative ways to make her class interesting for all kids. She brought guest speakers, organized a writer's workshop where students showed their parents their work. We are grateful for her kindness. Thank you, Ms. Youngst. Our next nominee is Christine Catcher, also of Dorothy Ham Middle School. Ms. Catcher is one of a kind. Her kindness and calm demeanor help adolescents feel safe and find a helping hand to ease their day. She deeply cares for the students. She is always keeping a close eye on their needs and acts right away. Students know they can count on her to talk and stay at her office when they need counseling support or a quiet space. It is common to see an upset or anxious child come to Ms. Catcher's office and leave with a smile. In IEPs, Mrs. Catcher always has an innovative idea. She is also a great resource for parents and students to keep a straight communication and a helping hand. This parent's testimony reads, "I honestly don't think my daughter would have made it through the school year if not for the support and counseling provided by Mrs. Catcher." Our next nominee is Lisa Lee at the Arlington Career Center. How thankful we are that Ms. Lisa Lee is part of our staff at Arlington Tech. She exemplifies the type of caring, kind, and persistent special educator that every teacher should strive to be. Her dedication and patience are legendary. She works tirelessly with her students to improve their self-advocacy skills, executive function skills, and social skills. Ms. Lee creates a vision of the type of accomplishments her students can achieve, and she coaches them all the way. She has high expectations for them, and she does not tolerate malarkey, but she also deeply cares for them. Students know they can trust her and have an ally in Ms. Lee. A parent's testimony says, "With Lisa Lee, we feel like we have a true partner in our child's education. She continues to make a tremendous difference in our child's life." Michael Lewis of Alice Fleet Elementary School is an outstanding and dedicated special education teacher. He highlights each of his students' abilities, encourages and arranges extracurricular activities for them, such as talent shows and dance routines. He keeps close contact with families and spent hours discussing best practices and academic strategies to help the students. Distance learning has not stopped Mr. Lewis. He ensures his students are engaged and challenged and tailors assignments and school lessons to them. Mr. Lewis and his team have cultivated friendships amongst the special needs students and their peers in the mainstream classroom. Our next nominee is Virginia Maloney of Yorktown High School. Mrs. Maloney is an exceptional teacher that goes the extra step for kids that need more. She gets to know how students learn and helps them feel confident. Her approach to families is outstanding. She listens to parents' concerns and helps find ways to support students. We can see positive changes in our thanks to Mrs. Maloney. Shannon McVeigh is the Vision Services team leader. Ms. McVeigh is an exceptional special educator working as the teacher of the visually impaired, as well as serving in the role as team leader for the Vision Services for Arlington Public Schools. She tries different ways of presenting information until she finds the best one for each student. She also tries alternatives to help her students, such as reaching out to specialists to help her students. Because of her determination, hard work, and flexibility to try new methods with CVI, frustrated students are finally successfully learning to read. I never dreamed that this would have happened this soon. It is beyond amazing. She is there for the parents and provides informed support and usable ideas. She is a consummate professional and always works to address concerns on behalf of the visually impaired students in APS. Michelle McKell, Abingdon Elementary School. Mr. Michelle McKell is consistently gone above and beyond to bring out the best in his students. He is very creative in finding ways to motivate students. He simply changes his approach until he finds something that works better for each student. Under his guidance, students improve by leaps and bounds. Mr. McKell is also an excellent communicator. He sends home daily snapshots and brief narratives. During COVID-19, he has done everything possible to help the students and be creative to help their needs. Mr. McKell is one of the kindest people I've ever met. Beyond academics, he is always looking out for students' safety and emotional well-being. By the end of the first week, my daughter was referring to Mr. McKell as her best friend. Mr. McKell's dedication, creativity, and kindness has made an incredible difference in students' lives. Leslie Morgado of Kenmore Middle School. Ms. Morgado is an outstanding speech and language pathologist. Her dedication to our super kids is exceptional. She is hardworking and easy to collaborate with. She is considerate of our students' varied academic challenges and adapts to make her sessions with us successful and meaningful. The students look forward to seeing her every week and are sad when she's unable to be with us. She believes in collaboration and sees that what's good for one is often good for all with slight modifications. She takes time to plan with the classroom teacher and uses multiple ways to reach all of our students in different ways. She is the bomb.com. Megan O'Brien at McKinley Elementary School. Ms. O'Brien embodies the spirit of inclusivity in her classroom. Her ability to simultaneously and passionately educate students with special needs and gifted students without anyone knowing there's a difference is a testament to this. Once you've been a student of Ms. O'Brien's, you are always one of her students. Her continued advocacy for her students who have moved beyond her classroom in both their school and personal lives is what sets her apart. In Ms. O'Brien's mind, there is no weakness and there are no bad days. She is the most positive and encouraging person you will ever meet. Her exuberance and encouragement that she empowers her students with confidence, self-advocacy, and self-determination, skills that extend far beyond what any IEP or SOL calls for and help equip them for life beyond the classroom. Anna Zwegat of McKinley Elementary School. Anna Zwegat is a leader in the classroom who exemplifies all of the qualities of a wonderful teacher. Anna has a definitive understanding of the term, the whole child. She is expert in forming meaningful relationships with all students and with her colleagues. She inspires people to go the extra mile to meet the needs of students. This quiet leadership results in a feeling of support for all involved in the classroom in which she works. All students, therefore, benefit from her presence in the learning environment. A solutions-based special educator, she is willing to take on any task and puts the needs of others in front of her own. So I'll congratulate this year's nominee and I'll turn the mic back over to Mark Crawford.
Congratulations to everyone, and what just an impressive group of nominees. But this year, the Eileen K. Crawford Educator Award goes to Carmen Falone of Jamestown Elementary School. Congratulations, Carmen.
We're now moving into our last award, Annie Turner Award. It's going to be introduced by Mr. Ty Turner, and then the nominees will be presented by Dr. Francisco Duran, our superintendent. Thank you both.
Hello everyone, my name is Ty Turner. I want to thank the Special Education PTA for giving me a few minutes to first congratulate all of the nominees of the Annie Turner Award. The nominee who wins this award is that administrator who demonstrates a true advocacy and passion for children with special needs. Annie worked tirelessly with special needs children throughout her career, not only as an administrator, but as a teacher as well. She was innovative in coming up with ideas that would help children with special needs continue to focus on getting the best education that they could get and to be included in school activities, as well as giving them a foundation to be productive citizens. She was remarkable in throughout her career, but I think especially as a school administrator at Patrick Henry Elementary School, she spent many years as the assistant principal, again, working tirelessly with children with special needs, children from impoverished backgrounds, and making sure that they were included in all that children should be included in as they grow up. I know I was so proud of the fact that Annie spent a great deal of her career, coming up with the type of challenges to her children to help reinforce their skill sets around reading. She came up with the idea to challenge her children to read more books by conducting or leading the school from the rooftop of their building. And certainly my personal favorite, she came up with the idea to kiss a live pig if her children met the book reading challenge. So again, I mean, these are just a few of the many ways that Annie showed extraordinary leadership and thinking outside of the box in order to motivate and challenge her children to be the best students that they could be. And again, with all the awards that she did win over the years, I know they were all phenomenal, and I know she appreciated all of the individual awards. But I think for Annie, it was really about the team awards, the school awards that were created by a total team effort of her teaching staff in getting her children to perform at a high level of education and learning. And so, as I speak to you all, and especially the nominees of the Annie Turner Award, I know that it's a challenging road that we are all on right now, and especially from an education perspective. And I want you all to know that it is appreciated by all of us citizens, and I want to thank SEPTA for allowing Annie's legacy of learning to carry on. She would be so proud of this award, and I am thankful to SEPTA for allowing her name to carry on based on what I think what she was most passionate about, and that was educating all children, no matter what your background is or what your abilities or disabilities are. That's what drove her to be an exceptional educator. So thank you all. Have a wonderful evening.
So we're gonna now have the nominees presented by Dr. Francisco Duran.
Our first the nominee, Jennifer Cranston. She's made a huge impact on staff, students, and their families with their inclusive educational philosophy. We've seen firsthand how she helps every deaf, hard of hearing child succeed in Arlington. Thanks to Jennifer's strong advocacy skills, the program has changed for the better. She understands the importance and value of deaf role models And with her leadership, the number of DHOH staff members increased from 1 to 4, and the mandated credentials for ASLIs and CLTs working in educational settings from 58% to 100%. Jennifer has left an indelible mark on our deaf and hard of hearing and interpreter translator programs through her meaningful connections with students, parents, faculty, and staff. Her support and knowledge are invaluable and instrumental to Arlington Public Schools' betterment of programming and support for the DHOH population. Next nominee from Jamestown, Michelle McCarthy. Ms. McCarthy's leadership and dedication to students of all abilities has been inspirational to families and staff alike. She is kind, genuine, and approachable. She's a patient, listening ear and a calming presence. Ms. McCarthy is a visionary champion for her students, staff, and families. She values the unique gifts of each child, regardless of their disability, and strives to make each student feel included, valued, and loved. She also believes in the importance of inclusion. She's a creative problem solver who strives to put the needs of her students first. Ms. McCarthy exudes positivity and optimism and has brought a vibrant energy to our school that is contagious in all the best ways. Dr. Lynn Wright from Oak Ridge Elementary School. If not for Dr. Wright's care and supervision, there would have been so many times we could have been overwhelmed beyond repair, was stated. We could not have been in better hands, though, through Lynn's leadership. Everyone at Oak Ridge made us feel like a team in this together. Our child has blossomed at Oak Ridge. He's had some amazing teachers, both academically and special education. He's worked with social workers, counselors, and psychologists that made him feel loved and appreciated, even on his worst days. His extended day team has been nothing short of incredible, and I believe all of this starts and ends with Dr. Wright. Dr. Lynn Wright is the pivotal difference why our children will graduate from Oak Ridge next year as a completely different learner and a transformed adolescent than when we started just a few short years ago. Congratulations to this year's nominees. And the award goes to Jennifer Cranston, Alice West Fleet Elementary School. Congratulations, Jennifer.
This is an inspirational night. I want to thank everybody for being here. I want to congratulate everybody, all the nominees, all the teachers, and obviously the winners of tonight's. And I just want to remind everybody that we're in this together, parents, family, children, teachers, but we have a very strong group of people, as you can see, that will take our children, make them go forward for the best. So everybody, we hope to see you next year for the next awards. And thank you for joining one more time. Have a nice evening.